I think I found the lightest bass guitar in the world. This is the ultralight bass by David M Guitars, and it only weighs 2 kilos. That's 4.4 freedom kilos, and with that only half the weight of an average 4-string bass. Let's check it out. Hi and welcome to Bass the World. My name is Gregor Fries, and on bass I'm once again accompanied by Mr. Frank It, aka Mr. Bassface. I've met David M at a guitar show last year. He asked me if I could try his bass for a moment, and when I did, I was immediately mesmerized. It's not just the slim body, the incredibly low weight and this awesome handle here, it's also the tone, which in this case is formed by 3 major factors. First of all, it's fretless. Then we have the piezo pickup. You can see that by not seeing any pickup. Usually that means there's a piezo sitting underneath or integrated into the bridge. Or as in this case, when you want a fancier version, each string has an individual piezo pickup, and there's a preamp sitting inside here where you can match their individual volumes. The third factor that makes this bass so special are these strings. These aren't normal electric bass strings. It's almost a bit of a trend at this point, but I've only ever seen this on very fancy basses, so it's a fancy trend. They're using contrabass guitar strings, which is the big brother of the classical guitar. These strings typically don't have a steel core, but one made from woven nylon, which makes them feel super soft and super nice, to be honest. They're made by Savarez, if someone's interested. As you can hear, the sound is very direct, very much in your face. That's what a piezo does. Because there's a widely used in acoustic basses, that's the sound we associate with this. Personally, I like it a lot, but of course it's not for everyone. It's certainly not for everything. The ultralight bass doesn't have a preamp with EQ controls installed, so I highly recommend to use some sort of outboard preamp. A pedal or an amp, of course, that allows you to shape this to what you need. First course of action for me would be to cut some highs, and then I would try to add some warmth and some saturation. Here's what it sounds like with a high cut. You might be surprised that I'm recommending to shape the sound to something this isn't, but it's kind of what you do with basses like this. You can of course also simply order this with a magnetic pickup and an onboard preamp with EQ. It wouldn't be the first of this kind. But when you're sticking with this configuration and don't play in a classical ensemble or any kind of band where this sort of acoustic sound is appropriate, of course it's completely legit to do whatever it takes to make it work. And by the way, this goes incredibly well with all kinds of effects. You can totally bring this to your metal band. The ultralight is a short scale bass, slightly under 30 inches. The core is thermally stabilized spruce. The front and the back are Swiss maple. The bass comes out of Switzerland, by the way. The fretboard is Power Rosa, sitting on a 3-piece neck for extra stability. This is all so cool, I love this bass. It sounds great, it's super unique, and it weighs nothing. But not just that, it's perfectly balanced. David sent me a strap and damn, this is incredible. The craftsmanship is flawless, I'm very impressed. It is a bit expensive, but what you're getting is unique and very well made. The ultralight bass from David M Guitars, I will link their website in the video description below. Thanks for watching and bye! Bass the World.